Ron Poliquin, your Delaware Family Court Attorney, DoverLawOffices.com. Today we're going to talk about men responding to a PFA order, a petition for protection from abuse from the family court. You've just been served a PFA. What do you do? In short, a PFA is an accusation that abuse has occurred, usually from someone you love, your wife, a girlfriend you're living with, or perhaps somebody you share a child with. And also, the court can grant an emergency PFA order based solely on what the accuser writes without any notice to you or without you having a chance to respond to the allegations. And a PFA can be proved by preponderance of evidence, meaning 50% chance that it's true, 51% chance, more than 50%. And if you do not respond correctly to a PFA, there's going to be big consequences to your life. You could lose your right to live in your own house. You could lose your right to see your children, lose your right to own a firearm, be ordered to pay alimony or child support for a year or more, depending on the circumstances. And as a family court attorney, these are the mistakes I see in how men handle a PFA. Number one, violating a temporary PFA order. You can and will be arrested. The truth is that the court and police do not care how this temporary order is screwing up your life, how unfair this thing is. If you violate the order and the other person calls the police, you're going to be arrested and you're going to have to deal with a whole nother set of problems. Two, ignoring a PFA petition. If your wife or girlfriend or whatever files for an emergency PFA petition and gets it, and the court determines there's an emergency, the hearing's going to be scheduled within 15 days. A non-emergency petition will be scheduled with 30 days. It is essential that you get ready, be prepared. If you don't show up for that hearing and the other party does, there's going to be a default judgment against you, and the other party is probably going to get everything they ask for because you're not there, and the court's only going to be hearing one side of the argument. Another mistake I see men in dealing with PFAs is three, not filing a cross petition. More often than not, the person accusing the respondent or the man of abuse has also committed abuse themselves. So it's essential that you file a cross petition for abuse if it's appropriate. Four, negotiating the terms of a consent order properly. A lot of times, if you're not represented, don't understand the process, it can be very complicated and daunting. You're already in an emotional state. You're either one, giving away the farm without knowing the true consequences, or two, you're not understanding the process, so you're not negotiating properly, and perhaps you're fighting for something that doesn't really matter that much. And fifth, and this is kind of obvious, but not getting a lawyer, not being prepared for trial, not getting your witnesses together, not having evidence to prove your case, whether it be text messages, emails, medical records, police reports. Most people that are accused of abuse are not in an emotional state to handle these things properly themselves. Paying an attorney could be worth it in the long run. These are my five, what I see in mistakes that how men handle responding to a PFA. If you want to hire me or you want to get a consultation, mention this video. I'm going to reduce my consultation rate. Go to DoverLawOffices.com and ask for Ron Poliquin. Schedule an appointment, and it's essential that you prepare for this so it doesn't wreck your life. Thanks.